Right now.
Sitting Saturday night by celebration of lighting the candles, and in the middle the guy came in with a big knife and started hitting people right and left. We all ran out, everybody who could ran out of the house. Everybody didn't go right out through the back of the house. And I figured there's so many stuff left inside, some people inside, so I came back to the house, I ran inside the house, I tried to help him go out. And he was too weak to go out with me, and I saw the guy coming. The guy went to the back of the house and he started to come back. I ran out, I came back in. And I figured I saw he went back to hit Mr. Newman when all the guy was still in critical condition. Yeah. I went in, I grabbed a small marble coffee table, threw it in his face, and that's when he came out. At the end, he walked to his car, I got his license plate number, I gave it to him. At that night, there was over $20,000 for whoever will lead to the rest of the guy. And they offered $20,000. JCC was I thought it's a local Jewish organization. So when I sent somebody to say that, I gave the plate number, and they sent out a press release that they're calling everybody to come and celebrate, and they're giving you $10,000, and it's going to be an opportunity for everybody to meet. And I saw in the press release, I got it Wednesday night, the day before I was supposed to get $20,000, that the idea of this organization is to promote Israeli agenda, the federation. The agenda is to promote the Israeli agenda, and my religious belief is that Israel does not represent me. The opposite, they are going against God's ways, and I didn't want to be identified with them. I don't want to sell my soul for $20,000.
Because of the deed, what he did, the name of the rabbi, we have here the Abraham Arov Rabbi Moshe Meir brief, and I presented it to the Rabbi Yosef Glick. And I figured today that it would be the nicest present that I could give to this rabbi, a present which he was supposed to get from the Zionist Organizations for him for what he did for his courage thing that he did in Muncie when he confronted the murder. The Zionist Organizations wanted to give him $20,000. And at first he didn't know who is in charge of it. He went to take it, but secondly, he got to know that who is under this. He decided to turn his car back, and he went home and closed his telephone. I don't want to take this money. And we figured, why should he lose for doing such a courageous thing? We figured the best present would be, I will give him a check of $20,000. I just called a couple of people, everybody was happy to donate for this cause. People will give you $50 usually, I'll give you $500. This rabbi, this gentleman, the whole world heard about this big thing what he did.
Now, Mr. Gluck was offered $20,000 for his help for the community. In the very first place, nobody had no idea what's going on. This was supposedly being a simple, ordinary, regular, expected reward for one that basically helped track down the attacker. But at the end of the day, this was minutes before this event was scheduled in Rockland County to reward him with $20,000. He realized, and the leaders of the community realized, that this is not a simple reward. This is actually a pro-Zionist attempt to incorporate Zionist philosophy into the anti-Zionist community. Now basically what happened is, having unfortunately, sadly, this attack on individuals at the rabbi's residence was a sad story. If an individual being attacked stands up for self-defense, that's something which is justified in Judaism. But using this concept and transforming this into an organized nation fighting against other nations, this is in total contrast to what Judaism stands for. This is against our tradition of thousands of years. And this is what disturbed our communities and the leaders of our communities seeing and finding, witnessing that unfortunately this sad tragedy being used for propaganda purposes to forward, promulgate, and incorporate Zionist behavior or philosophy in our communities. Now, there is a great question that was asked by so many people in our community, that this supposed event, weeks back, to Reword, Mr. Gluck, was well advertised, well aired in the news. And unfortunately, the second half of the story, that he turned it down and this never took place and never happened, was totally blacked out of the media. And the question is why? And unfortunately, this question is the answer. That this is unfortunately, we have a controlled, biased media that promotes whatever is in favor of Israel and ignores whatever is on the other side, which is very sad, because we need honest journalism. In order to have our communities, our peoples, the wider community, the wider masses, have the ability of making the right choice, will only be by honest journalism, by honest transmission of facts on the ground. We need to be aware of what's happening now. The third part of the story is that having people from our community, from Muncie, from Rockland, from the wider tri-state community, the anti-Zionist community, who are so pleased and so proud of having a member of our community be so brave and strong to refuse being, and this is the quote he said, being sold. He was not willing to sell his soul for the Zionist propaganda. And therefore, knowing that this is a heroic decision, knowing that this is a brave decision, and knowing that this individual really deserves something for his sacrifice, and especially when he is in need, he's not that wealthy person that would not need this. Therefore, Rabbi Clara, who is here the leading individual in the ceremony, he raised these funds, and people, and what he said is that people were so positive and so willing to contribute to this because they all felt that this is critical, this is important, this is just, and this is fair.
As a last question, also